Welcome back. Understaffed sorting. Understaffed sorting. I remember this one. I read it last time. Basically, we need to sort this whole line using only 3 pairs of people as opposed to, you know, all of the people. So one thing I can do that would be really funny is I can do selection sort, where I take one person, I have them walk to this end, and then they walk through the whole line, find the minimum, put it back there, and just they keep doing that. The previous time I did this, I did bubble sort, which is a even worse algorithm. But I think that if I do that, I'm only using one person. So there has to be a way to like, there has to be a sorting algorithm that does this. So what I need to do is I need to like find the minimum in between like each little subsection or something like that. So like if you look at it, everyone basically is the domain of 3 tiles, except over here where this guy's got 5 to deal with. But what I'm thinking I could do is basically I can just partition the data. So I could have everyone walk down, sort until they run into somebody or a wall, and then what I'll have them do is I'll do something very interesting, but basically the way it's gonna work is that I'm gonna do merge sort. I think there's a way to do this, right? Like, what I need to do is have this person sort this section, and this person sorts these sections, and then what they do is if they started to the left of somebody, they drop out. This person goes back and sorts the entire section, and then they once we're down to like this section will be sorted, this section will be sorted, this section will be sorted, then one person needs to walk through the whole thing and sort it. So that is going to be interesting. It's going to be really hard. It's going to be unbelievably hard. And if it doesn't work, then my fallback is just default to one person whose selection sorts the entire thing. Let's see what I end up doing. I'm excited-ish. Huh? Okay, step down. And if to your right is a worker, then you are a left boy. So we will set mem1 to 1. Okay, so if you're set to 1, then you walk to the left at the very beginning. Seems reasonable enough. So what you do is you step, and well, I guess we need to do an if here. So if to my left, well, rather, it needs to be that like what I can do that's really lazy is if my mem1 is equal to 1, then we just step to the left twice. I'm intentionally ignoring these two right now. I'll deal with that later. So I step to the left twice. And I'm doing this to set something up so that the game is a little bit easier for me. Otherwise, I listen for hi. So I step to the left twice and I tell everyone hi. So this will get everyone basically spaced out evenly. Yep. So everyone is currently spaced out evenly except for these two. The reason I'm doing that is because this will make it a lot easier for me to reason about this program. So, we're now at start. So, what you do is everyone sorts 3. So, they're going to set mem1 to what they're standing on. They're going to assume that that's the minimum. If okay, so mem1 is the they're gonna assume mem1 is the minimum. So mem1 is the minimum, and then they need to step to the right, and if what they're standing on is less than mem1, then they set mem1 to be what they're standing on. So we're just trying to find the minimum. And then we're going to do that a second time. If I'm standing on something that is less than 1. And I could also, I'll just do this in a loop, screw it. So, because this will actually be really useful to do it in a loop. I can see how I'm going to reuse this. So, we will set another counter here is equal to 1. And what this is going to be is it's going to be a steps mult. So what we're going to do is the first time we're going to step twice, and then like basically just keep sorting things. Then we're going to increase mult the next time to sort 6 things, and then 12 things, and such and so on and so forth. So now, okay, cool. This makes a lot of sense to me. So we then basically do a loop here of if we're going to have another counter. So we're going to say, oh, we don't have calc. Shit. Okay, I can't do it this way then. Ah, craps. Okay, that's fine. Brute force it is. Okay, if damn it, I wish I had a calc. I also have give to and take from, so I guess I should be using these employees a little bit differently than what I'm doing. God, I am taking a very complicated approach. If what I'm standing on is less than mem1, then what we'll do is set mem1 to be what we're standing on. Then we need to do a swap, where we will step back, or step to the left. Basically, so... here's what we need to do. We need to set mem... we need to set it to both the position and the, oh, okay, I got it. So, we will set mem2 to be the tile, and mem1 to be the minimum. So, this will tell us what to swap. So, we will then tell if mem1 is not equal to mem2, then we pick up mem2, and we need to swap it, so we'll step up, we'll drop it, we'll pick up mem1, we will step to mem2. I guess I can do another thing here, so let's just make this a little bit easier. So set mem3 to oh, that won't be the position, that'll be the tile. Okay, so we then step to mem2, which is above, so then we step down. And we will then... Oh, I should also probably be using for each tier, huh? Like, have everyone step to their... is there a way to do this? Hang on. Oh, hold on. There's a much easier way to do this. So this person steps here, this person steps here, this person steps here. Aha! Aha ha 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 ha. Reset the whole puzzle. Okay. So if to my right is a worker, I will step to the left. Else I will stay in position. This will space out everyone equally. So, nope. I need to step to the right. Okay, this should place everybody equally, so I can use for each deer. And then all I need to do is find the minimum of the 3 at any given time. Ha 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 ha. So, if we're gonna set mem1 to be what's down left of me, we'll just assume that's the minimum. And what we're gonna do is, well, actually, here's what we can set it to a null, but no, let's do it right. So, for each deer, we're gonna just check the bottom 3 as mem2. If mem2 is less than mem1, and we also need to check mem1 against itself, we will set, okay, I know how to do this. We will set mem. I'm just thinking ahead all of a sudden, and that's throwing me off. Okay, so we do for each deer down and to the right. If mem2 is less than mem1, then we set mem1 to be mem2. So we need to. This will set us to find the minimum of our 3. So this person says the minimum is 58, which is correct. All right. So they found 58 as the minimum, and what they need to do is check if down left is equal to mem1, then we do nothing. Or rather, if it's not equal to mem1, then we do nothing. Otherwise, we will pick up mem2. We will step up left. We will drop it. We will pick up. Oh, I'm sorry. We will pick up the minimum. If down left is not equal to mem1, we pick up the minimum. We will step up. We'll drop it. We'll pick up. Oh, crap. Okay. We do need to figure out how to do the swapping here. So, basically, I need to. Okay, I need to set mem1. So mem1 needs to be the position, and mem2 needs to be the minimum. That's all. This needs to be mem3. If mem2 is less than mem3, then we set mem2 to be equal to mem3. So now mem2 is going to be our minimum, and mem1 is the position that we're trying to set to. So we will then pick up mem1. We will step up, and we'll drop it. We will pick up mem2, which is the item. We will step to mem1. We will step down. We will drop it. Oh, God. Pointers. Pointers, pointers, pointers. Okay. We need to then, well, we always know that there's going to be a gap to our right, but what we're going to do is we're going to use some mem3 now. So we pick up mem1. We go to pick up we set... But it won't be a position, because it'll be the item on it. It won't be the tile. Okay. So then, once we have basically put, okay, so everybody had the minimum, except for this guy. He should have picked up 41. I don't know why he didn't do that. Okay, so if down left is not equal to mem2, how about if mem1 is not equal to mem2? So they picked those up, they dropped them, and they picked up 74, and they put them in their place, which is wrong. That was interesting. So mem2 is equal to the bottom left. If mem3 is less than mem2, because that's the temporary variable. So I fixed that. Anybody need to pick something up? They put 23 in the place of that. And then what they need to do is they need to go ahead and pick up mem1. So they pick up the tile they just had, and then they're going to step until they have a empty space. So they do a step to the right. If what I'm standing on is nothing, then we drop. Else we step again and we drop. So this is all to say that we will now have swapped two numbers. But we'll have put the minimum where it needs to go. Oh. Step down right. There we are. Okay, this is actually kind of cool. This is actually really cool. So what I'm thinking that could actually be really interesting is I do actually overlap, which is if I do have everyone overlap with what they're sorting, then eventually we'll like try to the higher values will like propagate to the right, but that might not work out all that well. So anyway, they do that. Okay, that's actually kind of cool that works as well as it does. But I don't know how well this code works. It's going to be hard to figure out how to actually, like, turn this into working out the entire program. It's going to be really hard to figure out how to work out the entire program, actually. I do have give to and take from, so maybe I need to think about those and be a little bit less super duper complicated about it. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. So anyway... I wish I had calc. This is going to be hard without calc. I could also shell sort it. That'd be kind of funny. Basically, we find... How would that work? So everyone's kind of got their little partition. They do a swap as necessary to put things down. And then once everybody's down, they basically need to step back to where they started. But okay. So step up and drop and step back up left. So this gets everyone back to where they began. It's really cool to watch them work, but it's also it's actually really hypnotizing to watch them work, honestly, because they're all like organizing everything like this. I don't know. I think it's pretty badass. So we've partially ordered all of these partitions. So then, we just need to do it again. And then, once we've done that, then we need to, like, merge it. Which will be fascinating. So, what can I do? Actually, can I just do merge sort instead? So merge sort is I would have everyone be in charge of these three, and they then would need to take their minimum to the person one tile next to them, and then they would check which one is smaller between them, and then they would put it they would take their minimum. We keep taking the minimum. Okay. Let's see about doing that. That would be extremely complicated, but that would be extremely cool. And that way we're not so stuck to like what our partitions are as a worker. So basically what we'll do is okay. So we need to be able to keep track of our smallest thing. We need to determine our partition size, which is very interesting. But basically, what I can do... Okay, we're going to reset everything again. I have a new idea that's really, really cool. And then 92. And then 97. Come on. God damn it! What in the hell is this? What the hell? What are they doing? I think that it's my old logic came back to screw me over. So... Oh, yeah, okay, so this is actually screwing me over. So I need to just get rid of that that logic there. Because I changed it so now I compare against 99, as opposed to, trying to do things, like, with a different kind of, end case there. Well, how's everyone's night going? I've been doing this for an hour and 15 minutes. Which, as far as programming puzzles are concerned, or, like, actual programming, ain't so bad, I guess. I mean, I'm used to being at work for 8 hours and doing programming for 8 hours straight. So, you know, 1/8 of that is tolerable by comparison. But I'm doing fine. This isn't that frustrating. Because I know what I'm trying to do. It's just getting it to do the thing. It's a lot more frustrating and I guess intimidating when you actually don't know what to do or you don't have a solution at all. That's scary. But I have a plan. I have a strategy. I just need to see it in action. That's all. God, this game would be so much easier for me if I had pointers. Oh well. So we should be picking up 81 now. Or not 81, we should be able to pick up 81 successfully. And this will be good. Come on. We're gonna drop 79. We're gonna drop 81. Pick up 81. Picked up 81. Yeah! Alright. Now, we're at this logic. If I am... what am I doing? If I'm at a nothing, then we drop. If to my right is equal to a wall, then we need to do one more thing, which is we enter a loop where we pick up what we're on, we step up, we drop it, we step down, or we step down left, and then we just keep doing this in a loop until the end of time. So, we get to watch all this again. Woo, I did it. I did it. I know. But now I just need to do the final thing where I put every cube back into its position, because having it down here is wrong. I have to do this with in-place swapping, but I tried to do in-place swapping, and whew, ho 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 ho, that was a bad time had by all. Oh, hello, Praxic. Again, I'd like to give Apraxic a special mention on account of the fact that they did some fantastic bird fan art that I'm very happy to have. I'm glad that the new art inspired your creative juices, and I'm very honored that you used your talents to make something that you were able to share with me. So, thanks once again for doing that. Trying to comprehend what is happening here. Basically, this person is walking in this line trying to find the smallest thing. They find it, and then they put it at the end of this line down here. Then we need to pick up everything in this line and put it one tile above. I didn't really articulate that super well whilst I was working on it, but effectively that's what I was doing. Anyway, I call this ghetto selection sort, because what it's doing is it goes through everything and then selects the smallest item, and that's what it's named after. It's the idea of selecting things. Okay, now we need to check if my logic of pick everything up and put it a one tile above is correct. Yay, yay, yay! I don't think this assignment was possible. I did not do the size challenge. I did not do the speed challenge. But I did the I win challenge.